Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Ascended on the Extinction map in another segment of my build and chill mini series within my Ark series. I don't know what to say to that realistically. Well, if you're new at all to my build and chill mini series stuff that I've done throughout my other Ark series, it's where I just pretty much show off the base and stuff that I'm building and just pretty much just talk about random stuff. For the most part, most of this just been about talking about me, just talking about the guy behind the whole Ark videos and other video stuff that y'all enjoy. And I appreciate for everyone who likes, comments, subscribe, even leave a dislike or a hateful comment. It just helps me want to keep moving forward. So what is this build and chill segment going to be about? Well, I'm going to be talking about the current roadmap for Ark Survival Ascended. So we got one. This is based on the roadmap that we got on the Community Crunch 440. I am right now, as we speak, looking at it and talking about it, and I'll probably have an image showing up for quite a bit or whatever. Not fully throughout the entire video, but for quite a bit to talk about what I'm saying. So we're just going to go through all of that, talk about my opinions and whatnot, and what could some of this stuff mean for the future. So with that being said, let's get started. So first we'll talk about all the upcoming content we're going to be getting for 2025. The first thing we're getting is the Unreal Engine 5.5 update, which should be coming in March, which is going to definitely be exciting. I mean, this has been something that's been really taking its time to be added, so I really hope whenever it does, it really does help Ark in general, since while I don't have the strongest computer, I would say, when it comes to playing Ark Survival Ascended, it's just really hard to play it sometimes. Aberration, love that map. Holy crap, it was hard to record, hence why I technically haven't beaten that map yet, because it's just unplayable for me currently. So can't wait for that to be released, and hopefully I can maybe go back in Aberration or whatnot. So yeah. Next, we'll be getting in April the Ragnarok release, giving us not only one but two new creatures. The one being the free creature we'll be getting, the Bison, and a fantastic tame. Now, I am super excited the Bison's getting added. Now, this creature was definitely featured quite a bit when it came to the early days of Ark Survival Evolve voting. The Bison made his appearance so many times, so it's definitely good to see this creature being added. Now, some people will be like, oh, I don't like that they're adding a voted creature, but I'm pretty sure, and I may or may not be able to find it, I'll have to do some looking after I'm done recording this, but a dev of Ark has confirmed that it's always been between the Bison and the Griffin whenever they were first adding Ragnarok and Ark Survival Evolve. So it is really nice to see this creature getting added, and it's a very fitting creature for the map too. So don't worry, they're not just going to be adding random creatures from previous votes or whatnot into the game, and this creature's free. So if it turns out to be OP or broken, no one complain about it. It's pay to win pretty much. The Fantastic Tame, obviously, due to the fact that at the moment I'm recording this, we don't know what it looks like or what it's going to be, so can't have any opinions right there, but I gotta say, since the Dreadmare's release, I'm a little bit more open to the Fantastic Tames. The Pyromane was definitely not a good start, I would say, when it came to this DLC line that they were working, but with the Dreadmare, with it being how unique it is, I'm definitely way more excited to see what they do, because you can do so many stuff with some of the fantastical creatures pretty much. So definitely excited for that. June of this year we'll be getting a premium map, so definitely curious what that's gonna mean, because I guess that's like a modded map, I suppose. Originally I thought when I read this that this would be where we get Lost Colony, which, if you don't know, Sorry, spoiler alert. That's the map they announced after you beat Extinction, pretty much. So that's be a new DLC map, but that's coming later on, which we'll get to at some point. So, definitely kind of curious what that's going to mean. If I had to make any maybe hopes what I would like this map to be, I kind of hope it's a full-on aquatic map. This is definitely something that I and many other people say that we want a full aquatic map when it comes to Ark. Now there is the center and also the one part of Genesis Part 1, so which are definitely those parts of the maps are pretty aquatic based, but I would still love like a full on like aquatic map. Maybe just like one little island in the middle of the map and it's just surrounded by ocean or whatnot. Maybe not be the best when it comes to PvP, but I think it's honestly fine to make a map that's more PvE based. So definitely that's what I would personally hope, but only time will tell. Hello, Rob here. So that June surprise is now going to be for February 12th that we're going to be getting that premium modded map. So yeah. Now the next thing we'll be getting in August of this year is Valguero. And with it we'll be getting a community voted creature and a fantastic tame. So not much to really say there because we won't know what the community voted creature is until, well, it's voted in. So I would probably assume we'll get the voting, I would say, probably latest, maybe March or April. That's maybe my guess, due to the fact that it'll probably take them a couple months to make the creature and whatnot, so that's that. The Fantastic Tame, definitely curious what they're thinking about when it comes to that, because in the Fantastic Tame, can't really say that much about it due to the fact that, well, it could be just almost anything realistically. And the last thing we'll be getting this year is in November, we'll be getting Lost Colony, the latest DLC map, the newest DLC map that they're going to be adding. So I imagine they're going to have some new gameplay stuff, a couple new creatures, maybe new tech stuff, all that fun jazz. As for now, it does not seem this thing's going to have anything with the Bob Tall's Tales DLC, which we'll go a little bit further on when it comes to 2026. But I also wouldn't be too surprised if there's maybe potentially a fantasy tame or maybe even a community voted creature, which would be cool. Would it happen? I don't know. But that's all we have for 2025. Let's quickly talk about 2026, and then I'll talk about my feelings of this roadmap. So in April, we're going to get Genesis Part 1 and the Bob's True Tales Part 1 DLC. So a DLC pack with just probably a new creature, new items, new structures maybe. And then in August, we'll be getting Genesis Part 2 with the second part of the Bob's True Tales DLC. So probably another new creature, new items, etc. And in December of 2026, we'll begin Fjordur with a community voted creature. And throughout the year of 2026, we'll be getting 3 new fantastic tames. So, with this roadmap, I have some good, bad, and questions, I will personally say. I'll say for the most part, the good thing is that I kind of like the spread out. For now, if we have a bit, for what it seems like they're trying to go focus on maybe releasing a map every 3 to 4 months, which is good. I mean, I think since especially early on, they were thinking about releasing a map every 2 months. That was pretty ambitious, I would say, for them at the time. But I think they learned that that's just not going to be possible at all. So it's definitely good they're taking a little bit more time with it. And I'm also definitely excited that we hopefully are going to be getting that Unreal Engine update before a next major map. Now, here's the thing. We're talking about Wild Card and also just Ark in general when it comes to daytime. So, I feel like though, while, the whole meme about them not being accurate or whatnot of what stuff they're releasing, I think this is probably a very fair and probably would make the most sense when it comes to these releases. So that is some couple good stuff. Now I have 2 major Well, not really two. Now that I think about it, three major complaints that I'm noticing. One, holy crap, there's a lot of fantastic teams they're adding, which I get it. You know, they're a company, they gotta make money and whatnot, but from what I'm reading is right here is that we're gonna be getting five fantastic teams throughout this year, combining this year and next year, and we're most likely gonna be getting some more and we're gonna be getting like more and we're getting the other DLC, aka Bob's Tell, and we're getting the other DLC, the Bob's True Tales. So that's quite a bit of DLC they're adding throughout that year. Which once again, I like I said before, I understand they gotta make money and whatnot, but wow, it's already right there with all the fantastic teams. That's $25 more than likely, and with Bob's True Tales pack, which unsure if that's going to be the $20 or $30. I would say because the Bob's Tall Tales pack was $30, but technically each map you could say that was $10 each. So are they gonna stick with that or are they gonna change it? I don't know. One other thing I would say I'm kind of surprised that they just kind of excluded is that we're so as for now, it seems we're only getting two community votes for creatures, which kind of disappointing. I would say I can understand if it's because that trying to add some creatures that are free or whatnot and take the time and resources to make those. I can understand why they would maybe not want to focus on a lot of that, but man, it's kind of disappointing to see Genesis Part 1 and 2 not getting a community vote. I mean, who knows? Maybe later down the road they'll be like, hey, we're doing a vote for Genesis Part 1, Part 2 creatures. So maybe it's just not in this one they're saying that they are doing it. So I don't know. I'm kind of a little sad to see that so far it's only just Valguero and Fjordur that are only getting community voted creatures. But since we're talking about the DLC map, but since we're talking about the custom marks from Ark Survival Evolved, where's Crystal Isles and Lost Island? It's kind of weird to see that they're not featured on here, and also Fjordur took priority over those two maps. I mean, I would definitely say that in my personal opinion, Fjordur's better than those two maps, but I feel like it's kind of weird to focus on the last map that was added to Ark Survival Evolved and not the two other ones that were added way before it. So it was kind of weird. I mean, I won't be too upset if we have to wait till like 2027, which sounds crazy to say right now, for Lost Island and Crystal Isles. They could also. There's also the talks of them releasing a second DLC map, so maybe that's what their plan is, and they just want to talk about 2025 and 2026, which I can understand. But man, it's just really weird to not see even any mention of those two maps. Maybe they could have just said to be determined. I feel like that would have been a good way to say like, hey, we're still adding these maps. It's just taking a little while. So yeah, that's really all when it comes to this roadmap. Obviously, that there could be a change or like the next community crunch, which will more than likely be up before this video is uploaded, could change stuff. Maybe they'll announce some things or whatnot, but who knows really. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button and y'all to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, that'd be appreciated. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and have a good one.